Alright guys, so I deposited $120 in a live MT5 Hankotrade account right before Hankotrade decided to move over to ACT Trader last week, right? Crazy story, right? Waked up Friday morning, MT5 wasn't logging in, I couldn't trade, I missed trading NFP just because what? Hankotrade is doing that big switch, that big migration over to this new regulated trading platform, right? Anyways, right? So what I'm saying is I deposited $120, managed to bring the account to 300 and something last week, then traded from 300 to 1K. I messed up the first video from 100 and something to 300, but I managed to make sure I didn't mess up the video from 300 to 1,000, right? So I'm gonna show you guys that video right after I explain to you guys, a quick 1-2 minute video of why I took the trade and the process, how I was thinking, everything, right? So let's go, right? So as you guys can see here on this trade, right, GBPUSD has been pushing to the upside for weeks, right? If we adjust the chart, we can see that we've been pushing to the upside for weeks, right? Once the market reached this level, I realized that we had resistance and price finally pushed down from 1.27 300 level, right? Once price pushed down, I said, okay, cool, let's see what's gonna happen. Price created that support, it pushed back up. I said, let's be patient. This is now consolidation, all right? This is now consolidation, because on the lower time frame, if I go on a 2 hour, you'll see it's consolidation, right? Price decided to do what? Create structure within that level. So we had the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? So at this point here, this is where it got interesting in the trade, right? So once price broke that level and retested here, I tried getting in on the sell, but it wouldn't work. I just didn't get in on the right time. So I just decided to leave it alone, right? Price pushed down, right? While the market was pushing down, I feel like trading counter trade comes down to confidence and, length of time trading, or sometimes luck, right? But what I'm saying is when the market is trending to one direction and you're trying to trade against it, most of the times you fail, right? But in this scenario, what did I do, right? I decided to find the higher probability level that the market could do what? Retest to drop into to create support to push it back to the upside, right? Once I looked, I realized this was the resistance that the market was failing, and now we pushed down into it. You guys realize we had resistance here and here, and the market didn't budge. So I realized like this was the level, right? So once the market did that and came down here, I just went down to my lower time frames and I just applied myself to this trade. Boom, price pushed up, right? So you realize now we had sort of what? We had sort of a rejection that took place there, right? This rejection came during London session, right? Because I got in around like Asian session or late New York session that day, right? Once the market came down, we had, I think, unemployment claims around this area, right? And we had unemployment claims around this area. And once we had the results for unemployment claims on December 7, which was 220, and in the moment I was still in the trade before the news results came out, while the news results came out, while GU was reversing on me, going back down to my entry, got to my entry too, right? I was still confident in the buys. Why? The market came out with 220K unemployment claims, right? That's the actual, right? That's the delta value, right? And the forecast was what? 221, right? And the previous was 219. At the end of the day, 220 is still high. At the end of the day, even though it came out 1,000 less than what was forecast, it was still high, and that was my personal opinion, so I held the trade. And what happened a few hours later, or a couple minutes later, the market played out, I decided to close, right? I could have continued to hold and whatever, but no, I realized like currently the market was trending to where? To the downside, you know? Plus, I was watching what main area, 1.25 thousand, because that was what a psychological level that I was expecting the market to go into, which is also my Fibonacci level if the market is supposed to push to the upside, because that's the starting level, that's the level, that's what I was looking at. So if the market is gonna push, that's where I was expecting it to push from. All right guys, so I'm gonna let you see the video that I recorded when I was taking these trades live and also when I was closing these trades. All right, cool. All right, so far we've managed to get it to 900, so we might just go ahead and close and wait for the next opportunity to get in another trade. Should be fine by now, you know. Alright guys, so you see my process, you realize what I did. As I said, it's not a long video and this is just the first of many videos to come for this account, right? I said it's not a challenge, I'm just gonna be posting every single time I take a trade though, right? If you guys want to see videos more, hit that subscribe button because that's the only way the algorithm will get me out there, right? So thank you guys again, and I'll see you on the next video.